Jamie, the Baltimore Ravens situation surrounding Lamar Jackson reached a new level on Monday. As soon as Coach John Harbaugh was sitting down to meet with reporters for the AFC Coaches Breakfast, word came clear from Lamar Jackson on Twitter that he had in fact requested a trade less than a month ago. In fact, Jackson's trade request went into the Baltimore Ravens, was unseen and unheard of until Monday. And of course, Harbaugh faced endless questions about what are they going to do with Lamar Jackson and where is this situation going to go. A couple things that we learned. First of all, Harbaugh still full-throated support of Lamar Jackson, saying several times, I love him, and talking about how they built their offense around him and how much faith they have in Lamar Jackson as the quarterback. My understanding is, while the trade request was still standing, and over the course of the last week or so, the team and Jackson have negotiated a potential long-term deal, which may show that this is more about business and money as opposed to a relationship that has gone south. Either way, Lamar Jackson still has not yet signed his franchise tag. He is, in fact, able to talk to teams, able to sign to an offer sheet. That offer sheet has not yet come, so we are still in limbo here. Meanwhile, the Baltimore Ravens still reacting to Jackson's request. Jamie?
Ian, thank you so much. So this tweet from Lamar Jackson came out yesterday just as head coach John Harbaugh's Monday was beginning with his media availability in Arizona. Of course, later in that day, he sat down with our very own Tom Pelissero, who asked him if he feels Lamar truly wants to be a Raven and if he believes the former MVP will actually be Baltimore's quarterback next season.
Yeah, I mean, we said I 100%, 200% want him to be a Raven, and I believe it's going to happen, and you prepare that way, you know, but obviously what goes with that is you don't know what the future holds. I mean, none of us do. So, but I know he's a good guy. I know he loves to play. I know one thing, if he's lining up there in the purple and black, he's going to be all in, you know, and I'm going to be all in with him. So let's just see what happens.
You're a very positive guy, but you're very positive on this conversation.
I'm positive about Lamar, and I'm positive about Eric and Ozzie and Steve. You know, I know the people that are involved, so I feel good about where it's going to go, and I'm really not worried about it too much. I mean, you can't. You know, I'm worried about the things that we can control, you know, and you know, whatever contingencies you got to plan for, you plan for them.
I'm fascinated and positive that this is an off-season situation with a team that we cannot get enough of. There is now a trade request in the mix that we are now learning about weeks later. So we ask this question again, Kyle. How do you feel this is going to shake out, knowing what we now know, one day later that Lamar Jackson, indeed, back on March 2nd, asked the Ravens for a trade?
It feels like the Ravens got served yesterday. And I don't mean in the dance battle sense. I mean, no, Omarion, none of that stuff. I'm talking about like with divorce papers. You know how they go up, and I'm told you go up and you actually put the paper on your chest, and the way those things go, and God willing I never find out, is sometimes it's at an awkward place. Like you go to the kid's piano recital or some terrible thing. Like couldn't have been more awkward yesterday. And if Lamar did that thing, and if he orchestrated that so precisely that as John Harbaugh's butt was hitting the chair, as the cheeks hit the chair, the tweet hit the internet and said, I've requested a trade. Feeding frenzy. That was shrewd. That was ruthless. And I find it hard to believe that it's not it is a coincidence. He had to do that. So then Harbaugh's just asking, getting questions from every direction. And Lamar wants a trade, officially, apparently for almost a month now. My takeaway, though, is I don't know how much that changes in the scheme of things. Like, I don't think the game changed yesterday. Got a little more dramatic, got a little more personal. Because in the divorce analogy, I still don't know if there is another woman. I don't know if there's a trade partner. I don't know if since March 2nd or since a couple Thursdays ago when anybody could talk to Lamar, it's crickets. No, there's no offer. We're not hearing reports from anybody about this team is interested and the Ravens will have to. It's just nothing. So Lamar can ask for a trade. The Ravens can even want to trade him. I don't know if anybody is stepping up yet saying, we're going to trade you all these picks and we're going to give him all this money. We are in the Lamar business. We can talk about the Colts and the Falcons and all these teams that were blue in the face. Crickets. I don't think there is another person in this relationship, and until there is, they're still in a blinking staring contest.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think?
You know, we talking about football. I'm going to go to basketball real quick.
Okay.
When those guys ask for a trade and you know they don't want to be there, they get them out of there. They get what they can for them guys, and they get them out of there. It's not like that in football. It's like, we ain't trading you. You got to just come back, and you got to play well, or your value going to go down. We're going to keep you until Nobody else wants you. And the thing that is wild, it's a lot of teams that need a quarterback, that need to fill a void of a quarterback. And this is a guy that you can build a team around, but just nobody wants him.
Mm-hmm.
You seen DJ Moore go for a first-round pick that you don't know what you're going to get out of that guy. You seen a generational talent at wide receiver, somebody that you almost gave the ball to every other play, go for a first-round pick, and you don't know what you're going to get from that guy. You know what you're going to get from Lamar,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know why teams are afraid to go get him.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you know, that's up to the GMs and people on that team. But I just think it is amazing that nobody wants to even say, you know, I'll give you a second-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't want to be there no more.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a third-round pick. Just to see. But nobody wants to touch it. I think it's a little weird.
Yeah, very weird. I mean, that goes back to the day the non-exclusive franchise tag was placed on him. Literally in a matter of seconds, every insider from every single network reported that this team is not interested, this team is not interested, this team is not interested. And it's just like they haven't even had time to evaluate the situation to know whether they're interested. And it was very weird because I don't think any of us can sit back and say, oh, yeah, I remember when this happened before, when someone was franchise tagged or someone requested a trade, and then all of a sudden we knew right away which teams weren't interested. It just doesn't happen. So this Lamar Jackson situation has been very weird, to your point. And I think what changed yesterday was it was the first time we heard from Lamar saying that I don't want to be a Baltimore Raven. I'm now requesting a trade. And you heard Ian say, like, this is the first that the team heard about it. That's very odd to me. If he requested a trade, like, who did he request it with? So I think the team is known, and obviously they're still trying to work something out and figure out how a way to keep him. We heard John Harbaugh say not only does he 100% want Lamar Jackson, but he 200% wants him. Where the other 100's coming from, we're still trying to figure out. But none of that matters. I'm sure Lamar Jackson and John Harbaugh have a great relationship. When it comes to negotiating, love, relationships, that's out the window. If you love me, you want me. If you want me 300%, then pay me the $230 million guaranteed. The only way you can show me you love me when I am a player is through green. Money. Give me the duffel bag full of cash, the briefcase, however you want to transport it to me, I will take it. I say it all the time. This is a business. We love our fans wherever we're playing. We love the organization, the people within it. But at the end of the day, it is a business. So for Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, the only way you can show me how bad you want me to be your quarterback for now and for the future is to give me what I am asking for. That is case closed. It is negotiation. There are no hard feelings. If it doesn't happen, he'll walk away and talk about the great times he had in Baltimore. But to me, this got a little bit more interesting because it's the first time we heard Lamar say, hey, I requested a trade before they placed a franchise tag on me because these negotiations weren't working out the way I wanted them.
Yeah, his tune hasn't changed, I think, since last August when he put a stopgap on like when he was going to stop talking about the contract extension. It was when the season started. Lamar, I find, has always been the most truthful in all of this, and we've heard from Ian and we heard from John Harbaugh. We didn't see Lamar's tweets. We know that he requested the trade on March 2nd, but included in Lamar's tweets yesterday were also his thankful nature of his relationship with Baltimore and the Ravens and how appreciative he is of the fans and the fact that he is looking out for his family and for himself and how he runs Lamar Jackson's business, which is just as much as we are expected to respect what the Ravens are doing from a business perspective. I find that this comes down to power moves and who is going to have the ultimate power move. The layering here, to Kyle's point, the timing of yesterday was, I think Lamar had those tweets ready to go, and he realized that his head coach was about to have a power move of having his face put up on every media outlet answering questions regarding the relationship and the decision-making that has happened over the last 2 years regarding a contract extension with his quarterback. And Lamar, I would think, thought to himself, you know what, I have this tweet ready to go, and I think the world needs to know what I said to this team because the team will not admit that I asked for a trade on March 2nd. John Harbaugh was about to go out and love bomb Lamar Jackson into saying that this is our guy. I love him 200%. Lamar Jackson said, no, the truth is not out there. And I respect, once again, that we don't hear any leaks, any reports, anything from Lamar's camp. He speaks for himself, and he wanted the truth to be out there yesterday in terms of what the team knew on March 2nd, yet the team was choosing not to share that.
I just think a lot of times the loyalty comes from the bottom up, and never the opposite way. So when you say you pay him, you want him there, you pay him. If you want him there 1,000%, 100%, 200%, anything, just talk to the guy, pay him. You continuously hear, we heard this from sources. We heard this from sources. We all know what sources they have to be coming from the organization, because only thing Lamar does is put out a timely tweet. He said, or he has to defend himself, saying, no, this is not true. This is not what has been said. This is not what's been negotiated. So he has no agent. He's his own agent. Like I said, he sits in those rooms by himself, for himself. And so when he puts out something, you have to take it for what it is. But they're not hiding behind sources or somebody close to.
Yeah.
It's the man himself speaking. And so when he says, I tried, I want to trade, I no longer want to be here, then that's what it is. That's it. That's him and his whole camp and the player and the MVP talking for himself.
Yeah, quickly, there's a lot of rationale that's out there about why not to pay Lamar. And there's a lot of people who want to pay Lamar. Teammates with him, you were there. He won the MVP. He has not approached that level of play since. He's been injured. There's a thought that maybe his best athleticism might be behind him, that is a deteriorating asset. And just for the Ravens, they're like, we are running a business here. We cannot guarantee $250 million to someone who we can't trust will be out there. What do you think about that? Because it's out there.
Well, if you can't, then let him walk. You can't say, well, we don't trust this guy and we don't think he's as dynamic as he is, but you won't let him go. You would have let him go in free agency. You wouldn't have put the transitional tag on him. You know what his value is. You can't build around a team. You can't build a team around a person that you think is declining. You kind of just start finding new ways. As you've seen, as Green Bay might have thought Aaron Rodgers was declining, they went and got a quarterback. So you haven't drafted another quarterback that high since, and it's for a reason. And he's really only in his fifth year.
He's 26. Yeah, he's young.
So
he's been hurt.
Yeah, I mean, he's been hurt. That's nothing but a good trainer, a good offseason, and nobody talks about those 2 years. Nobody ever talks about those 2 years again. But you have to put stake behind him.
From the entire